US Goldmining Inc. is a new explorer developer based in Alaska, USA. We're listed on NASDAQ. Our ticker is USGO. Our website is us.goldmining.com. All of these presentation materials, of course, are available on the website. I will be making some forward-looking statements. I am an explorationist. I'm an exploration geologist. We're very excited about the exploration potential at Whistler. Okay, so here's what you need to know. Whistler is located in Alaska. Don't confuse it with the other Whistler just up the road here in BC. Whistler is a large porphyry copper deposit. It is a gold-rich variant. Hence, we tend to use gold equivalency. We have 6.5 million gold equivalent ounces in indicated and another 4.2 million gold equivalent ounces in inferred. So it is a big deposit. It includes gold, copper, and silver. Amazing day, a couple of days for all three of those commodities, including seeing gold tip above $5,000 yesterday. And a big plug for copper, of course, nudging above $6 this morning. This deposit actually includes 1 billion pounds of copper in the indicated, so it is a significant copper deposit in its own right. It is 100% owned. It is on state land. So we're not dealing with some of those headwinds that you get in Alaska where you have that patchwork quilt of land ownership, maybe including native lands and federal lands. We're dealing with a single regulator. It's a very easy system to work in. Alaska is a great jurisdiction to be doing business. We're located just 100 miles from Anchorage, the main city. 2/3 of the population of Alaska lives in Anchorage. So as always, it's about location, location, location. State land 100 miles from the largest city. And the state wants to build a road to connect us. I'll speak more about that in a slide or two. Here's what you need to know about what we've been doing over the last few years. When we IPO'd, we raised $20 million in 2023 with the plan to drill for 2 years and then do a PEA. We've hit all of those targets. We drilled at the Whistler deposit in 2023 and 2024. We added to the resource. We added about 1 million gold equivalent ounces. We also increased a significant proportion of that from the inferred to indicated, so we increased our confidence significantly. We're also undertaking an exploration program for new discoveries. We believe that we have excellent potential for brand new discoveries, and I'll speak more about that coming up. We also have a preliminary economic assessment underway. We kicked it off last year. We're getting through that in very fast fashion right now. We're actually aiming, as we announced in a news release just last week, our objective is to complete that PEA by the end of this quarter. So that, of course, is going to be a major inflection point for the company, major news flow. Keep your eye out for that. As I say, the objective is to complete that study and have it released by the end of this quarter. We're also getting geared up for a summer exploration program. And as I mentioned, we're going to talk more about the exploration coming up. Okay, let's zoom in to South Central Alaska. I'm going to take you on a quick virtual tour. Here's the property out here in the west. Here's Anchorage. It's about a 40-minute flight. The key access piece, which I spoke about, the state wants to build a road that will connect Whistler with the transportation infrastructure already in existence around Anchorage. It's this purple line right here. You can see it will connect the Whistler deposit with Port Mackenzie and the road, rail, and power infrastructure adjacent to Anchorage. So that's an amazing benefit to us. That's a state-led initiative. They paid for the design, the stakeholder engagement, the environmental permitting. Currently, that road, which is being run by AIDA, the Alaska Infrastructure Development Export Authority, is in permitting. So we're very excited about seeing that go through permitting and seeing them start to construct that in the coming months. Diving into the property, we have 3 deposits that make up our mineral resource inventory. In the South Island Mountain, and then up here in the north, which is where we're really focusing our activities right now, we have the Whistler and Raintree deposits. Whistler is about 2/3 of the overall resource inventory, hence it's the namesake. It is our main project right now. Diving underground to look at the drilling here, and you're seeing the cones, the proposed pit shells that currently constrain our mineral resource estimate. You're looking up from underground at the drilling here. The colors on the drill traces right now are showing gold. The hotter colors are high grades. If I switch that to copper, you can see we have gold and copper together. There's also silver in there. As I mentioned right at the start of the presentation, we tend to combine those into one single unit. It's just easier to talk about one unit, and that is gold equivalency. So going forward, I'll be talking about gold equivalency, and again, the hotter colors are the higher grades. Using that drilling, this is the updated mineral resource estimate. It's recent, as of September 2024. And a quick plug for Verify again. This is on our website. Anybody can hop onto the website and drive this. You can spin it, you can zoom in and out. It's very user-friendly. Walking through the main asset here, the Whistler potentially open-pittable mineral resource estimate, it is a very large, robust system. It is about 650 metres from surface to the bottom of that proposed open pit. As I peel away the lower grades around the margins of the deposit, it reveals a high-grade core. That high-grade core starts at surface. It runs all the way to the bottom of the proposed open pit. It is very continuous. This will lend itself to the rapid payback of a potential mining opportunity here. So you'll see that as one of the key trade-off studies in our upcoming PEA, how that high-grade core lends itself to rapid payback of capital. Okay, changing gears a little bit, just jumping back out to the property view here to talk about exploration. So with our PEA underway and almost completed, we're certainly continuing to focus on the exploration upside here. Across the property, which is a 54,000 acre property, we see three major mineral systems. I'll just highlight them here for you. This is the one we were just looking at, the Whistler Raintree Mineral System. This is a classic porphyry cluster. We've discovered two porphyries, the Whistler resource that we were just looking at, and the adjacent Raintree resource, a smaller resource just a kilometre away. In addition, in that area, we think we have significant potential for additional discovery of brand new porphyry deposits. I'm going to take a little risk here with the generalist crowd and talk about geophysics for a minute, but I think you'll find this compelling. In the north here, you can see that the magnetics show a very highly magnetic system. Magnetite is often associated with porphyry systems. We've taken that magnetic data set and created a 3D model of how that magnetite is distributed horizontally but also vertically in the crust. And what it shows is that it maps out the mineral resources for gold and copper. So zooming in here on the Whistler deposit, this vertical grey shape here is the host porphyry that hosts that mineralization. Essentially, it's a pipe of intrusive rock that hosts copper and gold mineralization. Can we use that to predict the location of additional future discoveries of gold and copper? Yes, we can. And here's the first indication based on a drill hole that we drilled in the summer of 2024. Focusing on this result here, which is a high-grade result of 170 metres at 0.86, but contains several zones of tens of metres at plus 1 gram per tonne. It also comes with very high-grade silver and base metals. This is essentially a deveined style of mineralisation that typically occurs close to, not within, but very close to a porphyry-style deposit. So what we're focusing on here is the proximity of that drill hole to this additional magmatic pipe, the hot foot target, which hasn't had a drill hole put into it yet. So this is just one of the examples of the 24 or more targets that we can see in the geophysical data set. And just spinning that, you can see the number of those vertical intrusive pipes. We don't expect all of them to be mineralized, but we certainly think it deserves a systematic drill test to potentially discover new porphyries. Just to quickly finish up here a little bit about our structure, we're very tightly held, just 13 million shares out. Market cap right now is about 200 million. I mentioned at the start of the presentation that Goldmining is the major shareholder. It is the parent co. The float is relatively small, so quite tightly traded, very tightly held by that single major shareholder, which has never sold a share, and also by insider ownership. As far as I'm aware, none of the insiders have ever sold a share. You can check out some of the analyst coverage, Heiko Ile and Taylor Combolzier at H.C. Wainwright and Red Cloud, respectively. Both have coverage. If anybody wants to email us through our website and ask for a copy of that coverage, we're happy to provide that. So thanks so much.